Still can't hit the buttons right. What up, motherfuckers? It's your boy, Mike Flamez. Back on this motherfucking podcast, radio show, talk show, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's what you could do to yourself if you don't like it. We back, motherfucker. Shout out to all the people that was hitting me up, asking me where the show's been. The show has been right here. I just haven't been taping it. But I've been, it's a show every day with me. You know what I mean? I'm always putting on, I'm always entertaining. But no, real shit, I'm going to clear it up for y'all. People asking me, what happened to the show? Where is it at? And basically, it got to the point where I was more than happy with it. I don't want you guys to think that I wasn't enjoying myself, because I definitely was. I got a good cameraman. The last episode I did with a homie, my dude Nick, it was a good episode. We had a great time. But basically, I just had to, take a step back and clear my head of how I really want it to be. I still don't know exactly what I want to do, but I do know that I want to perfect what, this little freestyle type of event that I'm going on. Just get a little sharper with it. You know what I mean? Be on point. The main reason why, just keeping it real, I want to be able to invest into it and make it more popular than it is. I know y'all seeing it don't really get much views, which that's not why I got into it. And I swear that's not why I got into it, because there's more than enough people who hit me up that enjoy it. And there was people who missed it. So, shout out to y'all. I appreciate the fuck out of that, because I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just trying shit. You know what I mean? I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't, but I correct myself. I think I sound good with this shit. So just wanted to, get it together. I took a lot of notes, things that I wanted to fix. There's still going to be some more changes to come. Basically, I took the summer off, motherfuckers. That's what you get. I took the summer off. Why? Because I did. That's why. Period. That's what I meant to hit. Damn it. I'm rusty. Deal with it. Anyways, so people like, yo, where's the new music? Shit's been coming out in a real soon, for a real long time. I know. Life. Let me just be real with y'all, man. My life is I'm not complaining, but my life definitely goes through the motions just like yours. I'm not trying to say that I got it worse or better than anyone else, but sometimes I don't want to drive in front of y'all if I don't got a good grip. You know what I mean? I need to have a good grip. And basically what I'm getting at is, financially, I wasn't able to put into what I wanted to put into the music. And I also, going through the motions of, I'm older now. I used to make, no bullshit, I used to make like 4 or 5 songs in a day. Now sometimes it'll be weeks go by without me making one. But I got a lot of ideas brewing. And part of the reason that is, I don't really like to rap about rapping anymore. I used to do that a lot, which as I got older, I became less of a fan of that style myself. Just being honest, I'm still a lyricist. Don't get it twisted. I'm still about the bars. I'm still about eating motherfuckers up, and I'm still gonna have them battle rap-esque type aggression on some of my music. But I do have a story to tell, and I'm trying to align it with what's really going on in my life. I lost another really good friend of mine. He's like a brother to me, DJ Logical, who, if you follow my music, his name's fucking on every project that I've dropped in the last 10 years. Me and him was tight, man. We was way past friends. You know what I mean? We'll say the type of shit you would say to each other where, you say that shit to somebody else, it's probably going to be a fight. And I don't even mean that in the sense of some tough guy shit. I just mean that's how real we would get with each other. And I had Industry Assassin 4, I want to say 60, 70% done. But just being honest, I knew that there were some things going on with him. And he's a part of the Industry Assassin project series along with DJ John Phenomenon. Shout out John. But, you know, that's kind of like us three, you know, there's already three of them. And this is what it's been the whole time. And I think we all can agree that we have had a lot of fun doing all three of them. You know, it's definitely been a learning process for us three. And it's definitely been something that, you know, we can pick apart and correct our mistakes. But that's why I say it's a learning process. It's something to build off of. So fast forward, because I don't want to dwell on it too long. But when you lose someone that's like family to you, when you've already lost people this family to you, in the sense of friends that graduated, past friends, and went and became family. On top of that, you put these motherfuckers as a part of my career choice, and they stand by me and they believe in me, and they're one of very few people that I really, you know, I actually listen to their opinion and I value it. Even if I completely disagree, but their opinion is valued. And when you know, I've lost more than a couple people like that. I've lost some really close friends, and it really fucks me up a lot. It makes the whole recording process not as much fun as it used to be. I still do have a lot of fun. Don't get it twisted. But it's very easy for me to second guess and you know, I'm just be in my head a lot, and that's not an excuse. That's my reasoning. There is music coming, but with Industry Assassin 4 particularly, that y'all have been waiting on pretty much all fucking year, when Logical had passed away, I was like, you know, I don't even really like this project now, because it obviously, he didn't really get to hear much of what I even had done. I think he only heard like 4 or 5 of the songs. And, you know, we really never even got a chance to sit down and talk about, you know, ideas that, because I always let him and John give me some kind of input, because they are a part of the project. I'm not just going to be like, here's what I did. I mean, that essentially that is what I do, but they do pick and choose a little bit, and they do help me build the project. So, and Logical especially, always had a lot of constructive criticism for me, and it wouldn't be based on what he thinks I should be doing or shouldn't be doing. It was more so based upon he knows my level and my capabilities, and making sure he holds me to that, holding me accountable. You know what I mean? And when you lose people like that, as many as I've lost close to me with my whole music process, Beezy, Chico, my dude Jola Duke, now Logical. I lost my dude Hood Rich, who was a real cool dude that I was friends with. I lost a dude, Jello, who looked out for me when I was younger, you know, when people didn't want to look out for me. Shout out, you know, Triple Threat, St. Dave, and Jay Bird. You know, I lost a lot of people that was real close with my upbringing as far as behind the scenes. And I guess as far as when's the new music coming, I'm just going to tell y'all I'm not sure, because I don't want to be lying to y'all anymore. And it's not that I was lying, because I did believe all the statements that I put out about when it's coming out. And I know when I put out when I was rapping to that Gummo beat, I said it was going to come out in March. It's fucking September 1st tomorrow. You know what I mean? So we're a little late. But yeah, man, it's difficult for me, because I don't like a lot of people, man. I don't fuck with people like that. It's not that I'm just a shitty person, because I'm not. I get along with a lot of people, but as far as my creative process, there's not too many people I really give a fuck to have involved. And I don't really need anybody, to be honest, to get to that, to get to where I need to be. But I had so many compliments to who I am for so long. And it's like one of them things, you know, it's like the cliche phrase, like, you don't know what you have until it's gone. You know, I used to have 3, 4, 5, 6 homies in the studio when I'm making songs. And when I'd want to stop, they'd be like, put on another one type shit. And it's not that I couldn't have some people around doing it. I know I'm kind of going on and on, so I'm going to try to wrap it up. But new music's coming soon. Losing Logicals really got me in a weird space. But I'm motivated. Let's not get it twisted. It's got me motivated. I'm doing a lot of work because I know he wouldn't have that. And with the couple of friends that I did have pass, I put the game on pause. But just something about Logical passing away, I just kind of keep hearing them like, you know, don't be using me as the reason. You know what I mean? Because I'll tell your ass to get in the booth kind of thing. So, yeah, man. Tough times. You know what I mean? But I am okay. I don't want people to, you know, is Mike okay? Because I'm great. Things are going great. You know what I mean? I don't even know where my buttons are anymore. That's the fart.
You blew it!
That's what I was looking for.
You blew it!
I know if y'all was watching, y'all remember that. But yeah, man. So that's what's going on with my music. And before I wrap that up, all them people around you that you fuck with closely, they get on your motherfucking nerves. Those is your people. Don't forget that. Because all the motherfuckers got on my nerves 100 times. And I give everything up, you know what I mean, to bring them back right here. Just to chill with me and, you know, smoke this joint. So, not trying to get all emotional and shit, but it is what it is, man. And I think it's important for y'all to know, because I know a lot of people do champion me, you know, to be one of the best, one of their favorite rappers or best in the city or whatever. And I don't want y'all to lose hope, because I ain't lost hope in myself. I'm just trying to give y'all a better me and a more professional version of me. So when the shit does crack off and when shit, you know, goes great, it's already going good, but when it goes great for me, you can tell all them people that was talking shit, ha, motherfucker, we knew it, Mike's that boy. Because I am. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker cone, no. So anyway, now that we done spent 13 motherfucking minutes talking about me, let's get to it. I got a couple of subjects I want to talk about, and I'm just going to give my opinion, you know, because that's all I can do. So one of the first things that I want to talk about is I want to talk about Nicki Minaj. What up, Nicki? I fuck with Nicki. I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. Let's just keep it 100. I fuck with Nicki. I'm not going to, you know, go into the whole, you know, is she better than this female? Right? None of that. Because I fuck with Nicki. End of the day. You know, even if another girl's making good music, great music, whatever, I still fuck with Nicki. With that being said, she dropped the Queen album. It debuted at number 2. And she had a big problem with that. And she went at Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner about promoting, you know, Kylie promoted for him. Listen. If she was still dating Nas and Nas was promoting her album Queen, wouldn't nobody say a fucking thing about it. Just being real. That's who you're with. What are they supposed to play the sideline and not say anything? They're gonna be your cheerleader. I mean, I don't expect my girl to be campaigning for me or nothing, but I mean, shit, share my shit, shout me out. That'd be great. You know, when I do something like drop a fucking album. So I just didn't like that. And I think, you know, with her being the quote unquote queen of hip hop, whether you think she is or not, she's definitely in the conversation. And she's been in the conversation for quite some time. Now, my problem with that is, Nicki, you letting people bother you too much, and we can see it. And your real fans don't like to see you upset. Not over this dumb shit. I mean, you act like Travis Scott ain't worked hard. I don't even listen to his music all like that. I like a couple joints. But he worked hard. He hit #1. You're Nicki fucking Minaj. You're going to get all kinds of promotion. You're going to get all kinds of money. And then she was going at all the media outlets saying they're out to get her and heard her name. Accused DJs of not playing her record, this, and that. And my question is that what a queen does? Queen technically can do whatever the fuck she wants. Technically. You don't gotta like it, but if she wants to do all this, she can do that. That's what a queen can do. Now, should she not be doing that? I would like it more if she wasn't, but clearly she's here for the bullshit and she's ready to go at it. And I can salute that because I can't even understand her level of fame or what she deals with mentally, with people constantly talking about her and this and that. And I'm not about to go on some, you feel bad for a celebrity. No, motherfucker, I'm an artist and I get the concept. You know what I mean? Shout out Tech9. You're an artist and you're sensitive about your shit. You know what I mean? Like he said on the Fragile joint, like you don't understand if you don't make music. You can understand, but people who really make music can understand why, someone would get upset. What do I wish she was doing? I wish she was, just being cool with Cardi, being cool with Remy. I get tired of the constant female competition, and the media does that. You know what I mean? The media puts all the girls, against each other. And to be real, Rhapsody spitting harder than all of them. And, people don't even talk about that. Just being real. I still like Nicki. I still like Cardi. But Rhapsody is on some next level shit. And you might not even know who she looks like. Or what she looks like, excuse me. And she's dope. And she's respected in the hip hop community. You know what I mean? And I feel like they should all be working together. That'd be dope. Shit, even Iggy, they hate on Iggy. You know what I mean? That'd be cool if they all did something, like remix the song or something. Remember that? Remember like in the 2000s and shit, and like all the dopest motherfuckers was getting on remixes together, and that shit was happening all the time. I miss that shit. And I think them as females, they could kill that. Picture a song with Nicki, Cardi, Remy, Iggy, fucking Rhapsody, Snow the Product. Pictures, some shit like that. That shit would be hard, bro. So I wish, because if somebody can do it, Nicki is the only one that probably could even make those connections happen. Do you think anybody else has that type of power? You think so? To get all them females to do a song together? I bet Nicki could do it. Cardi don't have to do it now. None of them have to do it, but you know what I'm saying as far as a business sense, she doesn't have to participate because she's popping right now. But it'd be a good look for all of them. But the media puts them together, so that's why I can salute her saying the media is always out to get her. We're always doing this thing like who's the best girl, this, and that. I like them all for different reasons. You know what I mean? So if there's a way that Nicki could hear me, Nicki, this is coming from a fan. We use on the Gucci mixtapes and shit. I've been fucking with you for a while. I'm not going to act like I know all your shit because I don't. But I know lots of your verses. And what I will say is, man, look, either A, keep doing what you're doing and start cutting their fucking heads off and eliminating them, or just party with them. Because we need one of the two. We either need, if you're saying, that you don't think that they're fucking with you and you in that competitive shit, throw shots, like do whatever, but keep it exciting, man. And if you, and I know that probably make my shit go way left, but what I'm just saying is, you know what I mean? I think Nicki's the queen. I would say that's fair to say as far as the last 10 years. And yeah, man, Do I think, so back to my question, because a little bit of weed got me. Is that what a queen does or isn't? I say a queen can do whatever the fuck she wants to do. If she's a real queen, if motherfuckers is really calling her queen, like a lot of people, like an abundance of people, yeah, she can do whatever she wants to do. But that's what I wish she would do. Moving forward. Oh, and I listened to the album. The album's pretty fucking good. I like it. I just don't, she talks about a lot of sexual shit from the female perspective, you know, and I don't just roll around bumping that shit. You know what I mean? Because I don't see it like that. You know, you know what I mean? I'm on the other side of that. So the NFL's back. You know what I'm saying? NFL's back. It's the last night of preseason tonight. I think there might be some preseason games. Maybe tomorrow. I don't fucking know. But NFL's back. And we got some shit to talk about. First thing I'm going to talk about, just because it's the biggest contract ever in history of the NFL, Aaron Rodgers is getting a $100 million contract of $100 million guaranteed money. Bruh. Paid. The money's guaranteed. He goes out there game one, snaps his neck, and can never play football again. He gets $100 million, bro. Do I think he's that good? Yeah. I think a couple quarterbacks in the NFL are that good, if you want me to be honest, because basketball players make a lot of money. And these superstars in the NFL should definitely make more money. Odell Beckham is now the highest paid receiver. You know what I mean? Just for the record, Odell Beckham is nice, but he's not better than AB. They need to give AB a raise just to go over him. Sorry. Shout out Julio Jones and Hopkins from the Texans. I think those are the top 4 receivers, but AB is number 1. And can you imagine making this type of money and being, you know, something you wanted to do your whole life? That's part of the reason why I like sports. Random shit real quick. But I like it because you learn what it's like to play as a team. You get values out of the shit. You know what I mean? It toughens you up. It keeps you healthy. You know, it keeps you in shape anyway. And I just, you know, I like that people are able to make a living off something they've worked their whole lives for. I think they deserve that. You know what I mean? That's just my overall opinion, and I'm going to come back to that in a second. I'm going to tell you why I was saying that. Le'Veon Bell is number 1 fantasy player, but Steelers are playing tonight, last preseason game, and he's not playing. He's still not here. So is Le'Veon going to play the first game when he's on the franchise tag? Is he going to sit it out? Who knows? I think, you know, I hope he fucking plays. I'm a Steelers fan, so I hope he plays. You know, I hope he plays. I wish they would have got the deal right. Everyone's talking about the Cleveland Browns. You know what I mean? The Browns have some of the most dedicated fans. I give them that, because the motherfuckers have been bad for a while. And they still go buy new jerseys and new gear, and they fuck with them. And now they're on Hard Knocks this year, and that's getting them a lot of attention. And people seem to think the Cleveland Browns is gonna fucking, you know, I heard people say shit like they're gonna go to the playoffs. Well, goddamn. If watching a TV show for a couple weeks and looking at a roster makes you think a team can go from 0-16 to the playoffs, if you really believe that, I think you're crazy. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but you're crazy. Just being honest. Okay, so with the national anthem shit, you know, they're trying to force people to stand now. I know I'm just going. They're forcing people, you know, to stand. They're trying to, you know, make it be a penalty, fines. Here's the thing. And then I seen on Monday Night Football, they said they're not even going to play the national anthems before the games. And some people had a problem with that. I say that to say this in my tax tone voice. These motherfuckers earned it. Okay? Don't act like these motherfuckers didn't earn that. Because I see people say shit like, oh, well, Kaepernick was rich and blah, 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 and this, and that, and throwing in figures like that. Listen, the whole national anthem thing, if they're potentially going to make that a penalty in football, I think, it goes back to Trump even bringing it up and saying they should be fired and shit like that. And that brings me to the question of, are politics and sports supposed to mix? Because you think about a guy, pick your favorite NFL player. Just pick them in your head, right? That person. Okay, they've been playing football a long time. Most likely since they were a little kid, if not since a little kid, at least high school. Then played in college. Then went to the pros. They're 1%ers. You know what I mean? The NFLs don't even, you know what I mean? It's like what? 1,213 players? You gonna say something like that over what the fuck they're kneeling over and fucking choosing not to stand for. We could keep pretending like, and when I say we, I mean y'all haters that do that, you know what I mean? Trying to make it about everything else than what it's about. It's literally about, they've gone so far as to talking about Kaepernick's parents being mixed and this and that, and they're doing all this and that. That has nothing to do with what he's talking about. It's a reality. We've all got YouTube. We've all been on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and just seen some foul ass shit happen. You know what I mean? And for some reason, people turn their head. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go into all that, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Unarmed people being murdered and attacked and shit like that and shit just being wiped away. That's what he's fucking kneeling about. So then people say shit like, well, is that his place to be doing that during sports? I don't know how to answer that, but what I will say is at this point, he did that because he believed in it, and it just cost him his career probably. He's probably never going to play in the NFL again. Why? Because he's suing the NFL. No team is going to pick him up. All the other shit was one thing. Now that he's suing them, and I don't blame him. You know what I mean? I don't blame him because I even said it. I was like, shit, I'll take Kaepernick on the Steelers. I'm a Steelers fan. I'll take him. He's going to be better than our backups. If he's way better than a lot of these motherfuckers who do have jobs. You know what I mean? So that's why I can understand. But back to the question of should politics and sports mix? Well, before I even answer that, do you think politics should be speaking on sports in the manner of which Donald Trump was speaking on the NFL and how he was speaking about LeBron James, but how he's not saying shit about the mass shooting just happened? He's not saying shit about none of the mass shootings really. Like, it seems like he's more concerned with, than what the NFL players are doing than if Flint has clean water. We talking to someone that's the head of our country, man. What the fuck are you even worrying about what's going on in the NFL? You know what I mean? Like, it's cool if you're a fan, but you're trying to destroy some shit where people work their whole lives, you know what I mean, to be a part of. You know what I mean? And I can understand the discrepancies and the disagreements, but I personally think he should have stayed out of that, man, because since he got involved, you know what I mean, it's been taken to a whole nother level. And me personally, I think when it concerns people's well-being, anything can mix. because if it needs to be addressed, it needs to be addressed. So he pretty much sacrificed his career to, you know, get his point across, you know? And I just think it would be cool if he got to play again. I don't think it's ever going to happen. But his case is going to trial. I seen that today. They were talking about Colin Kaepernick's case is going to trial. The NFL tried to get it dropped, and now it's going to trial. So you see how my level of excitement went from here talking about teams and shit and players and cool shit. And this is what fucking happens when everybody has a fucking opinion, but nobody's listening. Nobody's listening to what the fuck they're talking about. Because I guarantee a lot of y'all is not cool with a lot of that shit that happened. You know what I mean? And he did what he did. He's standing up for what he believes in. And I remember a point in time when, as long as that it wasn't done maliciously, you know, that was something we, you know, saluted people for, as people who stand up for what they believe in a room full of people that don't believe what they're saying. It's easy, you know what I mean, to go in a room with your homies and, you know, a couple other people and, you know, say things the way he said them. But he did what he felt he needed to do. He was standing up for what he believes in. And I think the president should have stayed out of it. I think if the president really wanted to do something, he should have called a meeting with Colin Kaepernick and listened to him. You don't have to agree with him. You know what I mean? But if you want to get involved in sports, why not actually be involved? Why not speak to Colin Kaepernick in person and see what happens, see what can be said? Air that, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want to. He wants to tweet. You know, that's a problem with people. People don't even, you know, everyone makes it about what they want to make it about instead of listening. If you listen and you still think it's bullshit, then it is what it is. But listen to him. It's something that big. Man, especially how Trump's like a celebrity and used to always try to be cool and involved in shit. Like, that's what he should be trying to do. And he should be trying to fix some of this shit. Not hating on it, not tearing it down, not talking negative, you know what I mean, and spreading more hate. Maybe if he felt like they should really be fired, maybe he should have went to the NFL and said that personally. Why are you tweeting it? Why are you doing? I feel like it's destruction. I feel like it's chaos. So sports is something people do to enjoy time with their family. You know, it's recreational. You know, a lot of people work full-time jobs and have a family and they watch sports and that's what they're into. Like, you're fucking that shit up for a lot of people. You're not trying to help it. That's my personal opinion. I don't think you're trying to help it when you're only saying nasty things when you're supposed to be the guy. You know what I mean? You're the guy of America. Every other country has to know your name now, even if they didn't before. They say, who's the president of the United States? Donald Trump. It's crazy. It's still crazy. When I say that out loud, I think it's still crazy. That's our fucking president. And that's how he's acting. So as long as Trump is president, I don't think politics and sports should mix. Next shit. Trump's, man, he could fix it all. He could fix it all. He's not even attempting to. He's just fucking throwing gas on fire. Anyways, on to some cool shit. Hold on, let me get a motherfucking drink. Where we at? 34 minutes. Yeah. So, September 9th at 9 p.m., Shameless is back on. The new season of Shameless is about to come out. And if you don't watch Shameless, probably shouldn't start now because you're going to get stuck in front of your TV for 8 seasons. You're going to get stuck. Your days off are going to get ruined and you're going to binge watch it because it's dope. So it's back on. And they said the main girl, Fiona, is leaving the show after this season too. I seen that. So I'm looking forward to that on Sunday, September 9th at 9 p.m. on Showtime. Shameless is back on. I had hit the right button. You see that? All right. American Horror Stories back on. New season, Apocalypse. It's coming out Wednesday, September 12th, 10 p.m. on FX. Why is he shouting out shows now, advertising for them? Because I watch them. And I'm probably going to talk about them, and y'all watch my show, so maybe y'all should watch some shit that I watch. You'll get more of my jokes, catch more of my humor and my personality, because that's what I'm into. And I like to talk about things that I'm into. American Horror Story Apocalypse, Wednesday, September 12th at 10 p.m. on FX. I'm going to be right there in front of a motherfucking screen, eyes wide, ready to have my shit blown off. And if not, I'll be sad. I liked the last season. It was entertaining. They capitalized off Trump's ignorance. It was dope. So all the shit that we bitch about, right? And this is the NS period part. We always talk about the negative things that go on in life. And a lot of people make excuses for negative things that happen in order for them to not meet their true consequence that they should meet. And I'm going to just jump right into the shooting that happened at the Madden tournament in Jacksonville. What was it? 2 people died. And like 9 fucking people got wounded too. And how long ago was that? Was that last week? He's already got a mental illness. These people who got murdered probably didn't even have their funeral yet. And they're already making excuses for this dude. Bruh, if you have a mental problem to where you trying to murder people all at once, you should get treated like everybody fucking else who murders a bunch of people at once. You shouldn't get to go. I'm tired of that, man. I'm tired of that. And it looks bad upon fucking humans in general when you see a motherfucking mass shooter getting walked away in handcuffs. You know what I mean? But they're killing people in traffic. You know what I mean? And it's just a bad look for the country overall. You know what I mean? When we look past, you know what I mean? Some shit like that. I mean, because that's essentially what they're trying to do. They're trying to cover it up somehow. They're trying to not crucify him. You know what I mean? Like he should be. You murdered 2 people over fucking video games, dog. I got video games tatted on my chest. Shout out Mortal Kombat, bitch. I got shit tatted on my chest, but I am not about to murder nobody over a fucking game. Yes, it's a mental illness. You're fucking crazy. They should have peeled his cat back right there. Bang, 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 bang. People don't like that. I don't care, man. They should have chopped him down. You should get chopped down for that. They should write a law for that. If you fucking killed more than one person, you know what I mean, and trying to shoot a bunch of people, you shoot multiple people, they should be able to just put your ass down, bro. Bow right in your shit. I think it's disgusting. You know what I mean? That these mass shootings keep happening, and we're not even really hearing, a lot of information about it. The media's talking about what they want to talk about, but they're not saying how these trials is going. We're not getting like OJ coverage on none of this shit. They should be OJ style fucking covering this shit on TV. These motherfuckers, it's a mass shooting. They take that so lightly. They're like trying to cover that up. And I don't like that. I don't like it because, like I said, it's a bad look for people. And it's just a bad look for everybody overall. You know what I mean? For us to accept, you know what I mean, when someone who's mentally ill murders a couple people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry if that's your family and all that. But if they murdered a couple people, you know what I mean? Eye for an eye, man. In that situation, Gandhi said that'll have us blind, but fuck that. When you out there spraying, like dude who laid down that whole church, peel his cat back, bro. Just kill him, bro. Do we even take the time? Why are we taking the time to figure out if you got a mental illness or not? You just killed a bunch of people. Fuck that. You even pull a gun on a cop in traffic, he'll fucking kill you. You know what I mean? But these motherfuckers shoot a crowd full of people and get taken into custody. I'm sick of it. I hate that, you know what I mean? It just seems like we focus on things that we could be making examples out of, you know what I mean? And really, really slamming down on shit, but we don't. You know what I mean? It's kind of got a little deep on y'all bitches, but it is what it is. Life be like that sometimes. But overall, man, I want y'all to talk about this with y'all people. Like, have a conversation. Like, I don't even think I ever asked y'all to have a conversation, but have a conversation and make a good point about why they talk more about Trump and the NFL and all that shit than they do making examples out of these mass shooters. You just hear people are mentally ill. No shit. No shit. You motherfuckers is crazy. So what? You could be crazy enough to kill people, but, you know, mentally ill? Like, no, I don't even know what I was going to say. For real. I just think it's crazy. So the conversation I want y'all to have is, do you think if somebody walks up and shoots a crowd of people and a couple people get killed and a couple other people get shot, do you think fucking they should be able to get put down right there? Right there. Think about it being, you know, some people you know or something. Oh, don't say that. I'm going to knock on wood for y'all because I don't want that to happen. But think about it. You know what I mean? Think about that happening. That's fucking crazy. Dude should have been killed instantly. Imagine someone hitting 3 members of your family and they tell you that he's mentally ill. So? I wouldn't care who he was. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give a fuck. And I feel like they're not, there's like, people are desensitized. Like, that's okay. I think that's crazy. So, yeah. The Mike Flame Show is back on. I just rambled about a bunch of shit, I know. But I had a bunch of mixed shit on my mind, man. So, yeah. Had that conversation with y'all peoples, though. You know what I mean? Go Steelers. If you don't like the Steelers, you one of those, bitch. I'm gone, motherfuckers. Season 2 or something. I don't know.